So here we go again. I told you I'd be back, and I'm back. I was just thinking about a lot of stuff today, and people in general. I don't understand, man. I don't understand people. People are crazy. Everybody's out for themselves. Whatever happened in the good old days, man, when you help your neighbor. Sometimes I think like tragedy breeds compassion, and unfortunately, people forget compassion really fast when tragedy's not around, which sucks. Oh man, like the homeless people, man. It's been 29 degrees outside. It's been really cold lately, and in my city, they herd them all to like little areas out in the outskirts of town, which sucks. And if you go to those little things, there's vets out there, there's women. I really haven't seen a whole lot of children because children get taken in by the churches over here in Texas, and but just not enough. Like they have these charities to help the homeless, but they're really limited on what they can do. Christmas is over, so their money's running short, and their supplies are running short. The food and everything's running short, man. The spirit of giving is over. But Christmas time, you couldn't give them stuff. They had too much. Their storages were full and so forth. And man, people got to open their hearts, man. They got to give compassion and love, and don't only love your brother if he's clean and pressed. Love your brother no matter what. Give if you can. Like, honestly, yeah, new sneakers are cool, a new computer's cool, a new TV's cool, but, man, what could you do? What could you change? If you could see the faces of the people you feed, if you can hear the appreciation of the people that you help clothe, would it be worth it then? I give every chance I get. Probably not as much as I should, but every chance I could, I do. And, man, I feel like it's never going to be enough. Because I'm part of the minority, not the majority, man. And the people that can, they won't. Like, I'm not a well-off person, man. I don't make a ton of money. But the little things I do, I'm sure they make a ton of impact to at least one person. The couple pairs of boots a year I donate, the jackets I donate, the food I donate, the cash I donate, the church programs I support, man. There's just not enough people do it. Everybody wants to love their neighbor when their neighbor's good looking and clean and pressed, and but nobody wants to love their neighbor when they're dirty, they're down in the dumps, and they're reaching for a handout. I'm not saying you should give money to panhandlers, but man, definitely feed somebody. Feed somebody. Reach out. Help somebody. Keep somebody warm, man. People are dying out there. And a lot of those people are vets, which really tears at my heartstrings, man, because, man, those guys signed a blank check. They didn't know you. They didn't know your family. But they went to foreign shores to defend us, man. They went to foreign shores, and then they came back and were treated like crap. And some of that stuff you can't get out of your head. Some of that stuff you relive night after night, 30, 40 years later, man. And some of that stuff, it just never goes away. And you'll never be right. And that's the stuff they're dealing with for us, And now they're living on the streets for it. And then we turn up our noses at them. Because they stink. Because they're not clean. Because we assume the worst. Man, not everybody out there holding a sign that says I'm a vet is a vet. But if one person in 5 is a vet, man, that person deserves their eternal gratitude. And they deserve the gamble that I take on the other 4. Because, man, if you're willing to put your life on the line for me and you don't know me, you're a hell of a person. Same goes for all the cops. The majority of the cops are good people. They want to make a change in their community. The people that are in corrections department, working in prisons, the majority are good. There's a percentage out there that are really bad people, because we'll just find the best place to hide is in sheep's clothing. But man, the majority of those people stand in front of a bullet for you. No questions asked. And I'm not a big advocate for, police officers and firefighters, especially corrupt ones. Corrupt people suck, dude. Because they make a bad name for everybody else. But the ones that are out there in the community, the ones that are in the inner city, the ones that are trying to get your kids out of gangs and out of stuff like that, sending them home every night instead of arresting them. Those are the ones that we need to recognize. Those are the ones we need to help out. And they end up on the streets too, because of some of the crap they can't get out of their head. Kind of got off my little rant for a little bit because, man. But yeah, we need to go out there and do what we can do. We need to make a change what we can. If we don't do it, it's nobody else's. We always wait for the other guy to go first, lead first. Well, you always wanted to be the person first. You always wanted to be the person that sets the example. Well, be that person. Own it. Nobody has to know what you're doing. If you're making videos of you giving money to homeless people and videotaping that, nobody needs to know that. Man, just do it. Tell people about it later. But that person on the street doesn't need their face plastered all over the internet, showing how grateful they are that you lent them a hand. Man, just do it. If you need to tell somebody about it, tell somebody about it. But go out there and feed somebody, help somebody. Love your brother, help your neighbor. Start small, work your way up. Impact, man, make a change. The world will change with you. Because from you, somebody's going to see your example. They're going to follow your example. And they may not ever know your name. But they're going to be that one time that person set the example and I followed it. As a matter of fact, from my experience, I followed somebody's example and realized that it changed me as a person. I went from being a taker to a giver. I went from a person who takes and it was an opportunist to somebody who gives. Nowadays, man, if I seen somebody on the street in 29-degree weather, I give them the shirt off my back. Because I got a drawer full of them, I'll go home and get another one. If I see somebody out there who's barefoot in cold-ass weather, man, I got a closet full of shoes. I don't need another set. And if it really bothers me, I'll go buy a brand new set. I'll give them the shoes on my feet. I got shit to give, man. Some people, they just don't want to work. They don't want to make that living. That's fine for them. Those aren't the people I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that can't. The ones that their demons are so damn strong that they just can't fight them. Those are the people we need to help. A 23-year-old would rather smoke weed and panhandle. I don't have much compassion for him. But the 64-year-old who can't hold down a job because he can't stop hearing the screaming, that's the guy. All right, well, that's it for now. You guys have a blessed day. And God help you. Help you make the right decisions in life. Help you make the right choices. And help you keep your heart together. Be careful out there. Bye.